Hi, Joe here over at Wooliecottage.com. It is the Christmas Eve and it is the beginning of 12 days of Advent. So I hope you are all dead excited about what's got to come over the next 12 days. This will lead you from today, Christmas Eve, which I'll be opening up the Christmas Day bat, which is your 100-gram art bat that you get in your bag. I always do a Christmas Day 100-gram one, whether it's a 24 days of Christmas, or 24 days of Advent, or a 12 days of Advent. You always get that extra larger one. And also I always include, to go with that, is a one handmade item by me from Wooliecottage as a thank you. This year, now I haven't got an exact copy of the ones that went out. They had the most amazing paisley fabric, but these bags. These are new to my shop, as you know. So they've got the zips on them. No, the ones that are gone out, I don't think they've got the zips on them at all. The ones that are on the shop have got the zips on. And then inside you've got these little clasps which are additional, so you can adjust the size of the bag that you want to incorporate or enclose in to make it a little bit shorter or longer. So these are on the website at the moment. The ones that have gone in with the Christmas Advents are worth £28. If I was to be selling them in the shop without the zips on them. But that is a large project bag. It's big enough to fit in a cardigan or a nice large shawl or something like that. So everyone got a letter that comes with it, and there's the ingredients of each 50-gram art bat that's included. I didn't put in a list of the gifts that are in there. There are, I think, about 8 to 10 little gifts extras that are put in there, a mixture of different varieties. Unfortunately, I've had technical issues with my phone. I need to replace my phone, but I just can't do it at the moment. It's not going to happen. So I've been photographing the art bats as I was going along with the gifts in, and somehow my phone's deleted majority of them. So we'll have to bear with, and if you pop over to Instagram, you'll be able to see, as people share, I will share the post of the extra gifts that go in there as well, because obviously these Christmas Advents are open to use lot as well as the people that ordered them for Christmas this year. The 4 Sundays of Advent, I will put up a couple of the pictures throughout my video so you can see what came in the 4 Sundays of Advent as well. So it goes on to say, thank you for ordering this year's 12 days of Advent, and you will find in each of your pack 50 grams of art bats. Inside are added gifts with some treats, a few useful accessories for wool crafts, plus your Christmas Eve or Christmas Day 100-gram bat. The theme this year is 70s retro colours. I've taken inspiration from colours in the images, then added complementary colours and hues. The wools I've used this year are the older traditional breeds. They've been around for a long time in the UK and Europe, and they've been dyed in a semi-solid colourway with hints and shades that I've taken from the colours, which I'll show you up here in a minute. For me, the 70s and 80s was a colour clash of bold colours, dark browns, oranges and flower curtains in the kitchen, also a brown corduroy sofa. Then arrived the paisley print, which some were in your gifts I've bestowed upon you, this colourful delight. So it was like a vivid orange background with purple paisley sort of feel to it. Very, very 70s. The parcels are all numbered 1 to 12 and should be open from Christmas Day and then every day until the 5th of January, then 2025. There are 2 parcels in with your name on that you can open at any time, but I think the 24th is the best day, as that is when I shall be doing my YouTube videos over in the YouTube channel this Christmas period. But if you want to start opening throughout the festive periods like many do, then I hope you enjoy your parcels and find out what's in each day below. So as I say, there's a list in there. So the one that I'm going to prepare, and I'm going to go and pop off and spin it. I'm not going to film spinning it. I don't want to make these videos too long. I just want to do quick pop-ons throughout the season. And not just that, the copyright issues when it comes to putting music on when I'm sat there spinning, it's just not worth the hassle. So what I will do is show you what we've got for Christmas Day, the 100-gram bat, which is this one. And it is hand-dyed Kent Romney, Corridel, Mulberry, Silk and Tissue Silk, Merino, 23 micron count, Sari Silk Noil, blended all together in a gradient colourway. So that's what you've got. So it's like a mallardy greeny colour, and that's transits all the way through, and all of those fibres have been hand dyed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off and spin this, but I want to show you first is how I'm going to prep it, because I want to create a gradient yarn. So I'm going to just open it up and I'll tilt you down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I want to create a gradient yarn, so I'm going to literally split the bat that way all the way up the purple section. Try not get much of the green in if I can help it, and then I'm going to literally split that in half again, like that, and then split that in half all the way down the middle like that, and then just stick that to one side. And then I'm going to spin, put that into a little nest as well. And then I've got this other piece. I'm going to split this in half all the way up the bat, and again put that to one side. And then what I'm going to do is on 2 bobbins spin 50 grams, 2 of purple, and then I'm going to go into this section next. There we go. And split that right up the middle again. And then split this one right down the middle here. And then pop that off there. Pop that one off to the side as well. Split this other section all the way up. Like that. And again, there we go. So there's 4 of that one. And then we've got this yellow left on this side, and I'm just going to split that right up the center of that one again. And then carefully split this all the way down. Pop that to one side. It's not going to be a complete gradient spin, because obviously I've got quite a bit of teal in that piece and then a lot of purple in that piece as well. But this is just how I'm going to spin this one off. There we go. So what I'm going to do on 1 bobbin is I'm going to spin 2 off, put that there, and 2 this side, and then I'm going to spin, I'll go 2 that way, 2 that way, and then I'm going to spin 2 that way. Okay, so spin the purples off, the blues off, or the mallard, and then these buttercreamy colours on 1, and then repeat that all the way down. And once I've got my bobbins done, they should end it up on the yellow, and then I'm going to apply those 2 together on the bobbin to hopefully create some sort of a gradient colourway on the yarn that I want to spin. So I'll catch back up with you and I'll show you the end results in a bit. So, sorry, it took me well on 3 hours to get this wheel spun up yesterday. I put a new drive band on my spinning wheel recently, and it was playing up with me, it was driving me nuts, and I think I've figured out where the tension's gone, because if you ever change your drive band, it's never the same when it's been a 4-year-old drive band on there and you're used to it. Okay, so here is the wool from your Christmas Day bat that I spun up, and I showed you what I was going to do. So I did on 2 bobbins. I spun all the purples, then all the teals, and then all the greens. The yellowy, soft yellowy colour, and it's created a gradient yarn for me with a little bit of Barbara Polling in there as well, because obviously you got these wools that are joined together when they're blended, and even no matter how much you try and strip it down, you'll always end up with a little bit extra. So there's a little bit of Barbara Polling in there, but that looks quite nice and it adds to the effect. So in this blend was, and I'll go over it again, hand-dyed Kent Romney, Corridel, Mulberry Silk and Tussar Silk, 23 micron count merino, and Asari Silk Noil. Okay, so, and obviously a Wooliecottage bag that you got with it as well. Also included, just in case you're wondering, especially you guys that are watching this video and you have not had a Christmas advent this year, what to do with, there we go, with these yarns, these multicoloured yarns. I mean, you've got another 12 days of 50 grams. And also included in your parcel, I always add, you get your Wooliecottage item from me that's always handmade, but I also add in a little box this year was vegan Haribos, you know, like the jelly sweets, and wrapped around that was 2 items in Polly Pockets. One was a knitting pattern for a bag by Wool and Pines, one of my favourite designers. So some of you have got one of those because some of you are knitters, some of you are crocheters, some of you do weaving as well. So there was a knitting pattern in there, there was a crochet blanket that was done in a vintage style, so each row could be a different colour. And also there was a weaving pattern in there for a couple of the customers that I know do weaving. So you got at least 2 patterns each. So there, I looked up things that you could actually incorporate these 50 gram items into something that you can make at the end of the day, the end of the project. And I thought the crochet blanket was ideal because it was literally each row was a different colour. And obviously the 70s crochet granny blankets, they were the thing back then, weren't they? Anyway, and handmade rucksacks and stuff like that. So that's why I went with that theme. So thanks very much for watching today. I know that these videos are shorter than what they would normally be. I'm just going to do it a little bit different, and I've got 12 more of these to come. So please do tune in, subscribe for those, and hit that bell for the alert when you know that the next video is uploaded and ready for you to watch each day for the next 12 days. So as tomorrow is Christmas Day, obviously I'm in a different item of clothing from the day from the earlier part of this video. Enjoy your Christmas, whether you're on your own or with other family or with whoever it is that you love and cherish. Enjoy what time you have with them, and I will catch up with you over the next couple of days. Bye for now.